Hi, this is a simple demonstration of how to use the MT4 platform. So for this demonstration, I'll be using my own live account, right? One of the live accounts that I have to show how you can actually use the platform as well to place trades, as well as how to draw like your trend lines, your EMA, and how to bring out the different types of charts. Okay, so to start with, you will first need to log into your account, right? So to do that, you will need to key in your MT4 account number, right, as well as your password, and then you select the server, right, and then you'll be able to log in, right. So for that, I'm already logged in, right. If you want to change to a different login user, you can click on this sign over here, right, and it will bring out, right, the login key, right, which you can use to log in to whichever account you want to. Okay, next, to bring out the different charts, right, you look at this button over here, right, it says Market Watch, right, so if you click on it, right, you'll be able to bring out all the different counters, right, and if you right click and click Show All, right, you'll be able to see, it will show all the different counters, right, so if you want to bring out a chart, right, let's say the New Zealand dollar, right, you right click and click on Chart Window, right, and this will bring out, right, because I have many charts, right, so we'll bring out the chart right at the end, right over here, the New Zealand dollar, right. So since I already have it, I will close this window, right. So for me, what I do is I put one of each chart, right, and I've actually arranged them in alphabetical order, right, from A all the way to the end of the alphabet, right, and that's for forex, and then I'll put the indices and the commodities at the back, right. So that's just my own way of arranging it for easy reference, right. So you can actually toggle by pressing these buttons over here, right. All your charts will be displayed at the bottom over here. Okay, the next button that you want to see is this that says terminal, right. So when you click on this terminal button, it actually brings out this thing at the bottom, right, where you're able to see all your existing positions, right, as well as the stop loss, target, and the open P&L, right. So this is where you can manage your positions. You can also click on the account history, right. It will show you some of your past trades, right, and if you click on back to trade, right, that is where I usually leave it on, right, so that I can monitor my open positions. Okay, the next thing is this toolbar at the top here, right. This is where you can perform most of the different functions, right. Let me start. Okay, so let me start at this plus and minus, right. So this is actually the zoom button, right. If you want to zoom in, you click, right, it will zoom in for you, right, and you click minus, right, it will zoom out for you. Okay, the next set of buttons, you see this arrow over here, right. What this does is it allows you to, it automatically scrolls your screen right to the end, right. Say for example, you are in the middle, if you are in the middle of a chart, right, and you want to bring it all the way to the end, right, you just click on it, right, and it will bring you right to the end of the chart. Right, this button here is the one that allows you to create blank space, right, to the right hand side of the chart, right, which makes it easier. It's sort of a personal preference, right. If you click it, it will remove the blank space, right. You click, it brings back the space. Okay, so I'll usually just leave both on, right. The next things are the lines, right. So with this horizontal line, right, you can draw in this line. If you double click on the line, right, it allows you to drag it, right. If you right click on it, right, you can actually specify, right, the exact values of the line, right. Okay, if you don't want, you can delete it, right. As for trend, the next line you see is this trend line, right. So this allows you to draw, right, trend lines on the chart, right, like this, right. If you want to modify it, right, you just need to double click on the trend line, right click, right, click trend line properties and parameters, right, and there's an option here that says ray, right. If you check this option, right, your trend line will extend all the way out, right. So if you don't want that, right, you go back to properties, you uncheck the ray, right, then your trend line will only stop right up to the point where you want it to. Okay, if you want to add text, right, you can click on this, right, and it allows you to add text here, right, for example, test, right, and you'll be able to drag your text around, right, so this is useful if you want to make notes, right. You can also add in arrows and signs. Okay, the next thing over here, right, is the different time frames, right, so you can see this is a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, and monthly time frame. Right, so for example, if I want to toggle to the 5-minute chart, right, I'll click 5, right, and this brings me right straight away to the 5-minute chart. Right, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Okay, so if you want to add in your indicators, right, such as this moving average over here, right, you can click insert, right, indicators, right, and from here you can select, right, the different indicators that you want to add in, right. So for example, to add in trend, right, moving average, right, I can add in, I already have one, right. So let's say if I were to add in a 50 moving average, right, and I'll put it to say green, right, exponential. Right, click OK, right, and you can see it over here, right. So if I want to remove it, I can just delete the indicator away. Okay, if you want to change some of the colors or the parameters of the chart, right, you can also do so. Right, you right click, right, to properties, right, and from here you can actually change, right, the different the colors of everything, right. For example, if I were to change the background, right, to say green, right, it will change this to green, right. So I will actually change it back to light gray. Right, so this is a personal preference, and if you want to look at what all the indicators are on your chart, you can click or right click indicator list, right. You're able to see all the indicators, right. As of now, I only have one moving average, right, and if you want to see what the different objects are, right, meaning all your lines, trend lines, right, you can right click and click on objects. Okay, so the last thing that I would like to show you, right, is how you can actually place the trades on this chart, right. So just for simplicity's sake, I will place a small trade, right, on this $CAD 5-minute chart, right. If you want to do it quickly, you can actually bring out this one-click trade, right. You right-click, right, one-click trading, right, and I've actually just removed it, right. So if you want to add it back, right-click, one-click trading, right. This allows you to press buy or sell, right. It will straight away execute the trade for you, right. The other slower way, right, is to right-click, trading, right, new order, right, and then from here you can decide, right, how you want to place your trades. Right, so for example, if I were to place a trade of a 0.1 lot, right, and I'll place my I will have to key in my stop loss and my target price, right. So usually what I do for practical trading, right, if I were to hit the market, right, is to simply just use this one-click trading to enter the trade, right. Of course, if you want to queue to place a pending order, right, you can actually select pending order, right, and then from there you can select buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, right, and then you have to key in your price, right, which you want to place the trade at, right. So for this demonstration, right, I will actually do a simple sell at market order, right. So if I click here, right, immediately, right, you can see that the position has been entered, right, and if I right click, right, so you can actually see that the position has been entered over here, right. So you can either right click on here, right, or you can right click on the position itself, right, and you click modify order, right, and I'll just copy in, since I already preset it at 1000 points, right, which is 100 pips. So I copy and copy this, right, which means that it will automatically set a target and stop loss of 100 pips each, right, and then I will click. Right, so what this has done, right, is it has helped me set a target and a stop loss of 100 pips each, right. So from here I actually can drag, right, to adjust, right, my stop loss and my target, right? So for example, I can set, I'll put my target further away, right? Now adjust my stop loss, right? So if you want to see what is the distance between these two, right, in terms of pips, right, all you need to do is to press, if your mouse has a roller button, right, the scrolling button in the center, right, you just need to press down on it, right, and you can you press down on it, it will actually bring up this cursor, right, then you left click and drag, right, and you can see that there's a number in between, it shows 819, right, that is 81.9 pips, right, so it's about 82 pips, right, so that is the amount of pips, right, that I'm risking for this trade, right, so this enables me to instantly see what is the risk of my trade, right, and for the target, right, it's 302.1 pips, right, which means about 300 pips target, right, so this is a very useful tool to instantly gauge, right, what is the reward to risk ratio of each trade. So with that, I've covered all the different basic functions of the chart, right? So I hope that this will be a useful guide. If of course, if you have any questions, you can always feel free to email or message us, right? And we will be able to guide you in using the platform, right? So I hope to see you soon, right? And that's it for now, right? And wish you all the best in your trading. Thank you.